Welcome to Fascinating Frontiers, episode 79. Today is May 24th, 2026. Some fascinating developments to cover today. Looking back at 6 episodes from 2026 May 18th to 2026 May 24th. The stories that mattered, what we learned, and what to watch next. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile are jointly developing direct-to-device satellite service for the first time. The 3 carriers have formed this alliance specifically to offer satellite connectivity directly to phones and other devices. The partnership directly responds to Starlink's expanding coverage, threatening traditional networks. Company statements note that ground-based networks face growing competition from orbital systems already providing widespread coverage. From corporate strategy on the ground to the vehicles that will actually fly those signals, we turn to the latest Starship test timeline. SpaceX has set a new no earlier than date of Thursday for the next integrated flight test. The target date for Starship Flight 12 is now May 21. The mission will focus on heat shield performance, engine reliability, and landing system data. Engineers will collect measurements on tile durability during re-entry and on engine startup sequences after prior test flights. Data from the booster landing attempt and ship splashdown will inform future vehicle iterations. While private rockets push hardware boundaries, NASA is installing new leadership to steer the broader human spaceflight effort. Matt Anderson took the oath at the Eisenhower Executive Office Building. He was sworn in as NASA's 16th Deputy Administrator during the formal ceremony. His portfolio includes scientific discovery, U.S. space leadership, and the Artemis return to the moon. Anderson will support agency efforts on lunar landing timelines and international partnerships tied to the program. With fresh leadership in place, it's worth noting how other nations are already being recognized for lunar success. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission has been recognized with a top international space award for its successful lunar South Pole landing. The mission earned the prize for achieving the first successful landing near the lunar South Pole. Precise navigation under challenging conditions allowed the spacecraft to touch down safely in the targeted region. Organizers highlighted the engineering contributions that advanced lunar exploration capabilities for future missions. Recognition for past landings pairs naturally with new thinking about how we search for life on other worlds. Earlier hopes for clear atmospheric signals have led researchers to adjust target selection and observing methods for the James Webb Space Telescope. The revised plan emphasizes different spectral features to improve detection chances. Astronomers are now prioritizing planets with specific atmospheric compositions that may produce stronger signals in certain wavelength bands. The updated strategy includes changes in exposure times and filter selections during transit observations. Rethinking distant observations brings us back to practical questions of living on another planet. Beneficial fungi are being evaluated for their ability to break down regolith and support crop growth on Mars. Researchers are testing how these microbes interact with the mineral-heavy soil in controlled experiments. The goal is to reduce the mass of food supplies future crews must carry from Earth. Early trials examine whether repeated crop cycles can be sustained using the treated regolith. Growing food on Mars is one long-term challenge. Keeping crews healthy during the journey is another. British Olympic rower Helen Glover used a parabolic flight to trial a rowing-based resistance machine for future stations. The compact exercise device was tested in short periods of weightlessness aboard the aircraft. Engineers collected data on whether the motion provides effective training without gravity. Measurements focused on force output and muscle engagement during the rowing strokes. From the human body in space, we shift to bodies of work already honored on Earth. Tom Akers and Joe Tanner were recognized at Kennedy Space Center for their shuttle missions and spacewalks. The 2 shuttle veterans were inducted into the U.S. Astronaut Hall of Fame during the ceremony. Their contributions include multiple flights and numerous extravehicular activities that supported NASA's human spaceflight program. The event highlighted decades of service advancing spacecraft operations and assembly tasks in orbit. Before we go, keep an eye on the next round of Starship test data and any updates from the new NASA leadership on Artemis timelines. That covers today's space and science news. Share this with a fellow space enthusiast if you found it interesting. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. See you tomorrow. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.